Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce CMIT's video session 192. So basically in today's video, we will actually, it will be a very short video and it will be a simple one, not a short, but a simple video where I will be explaining how whatever we have done till now on the security predicate part, how that can be done through recipe. Okay, so of course everything will be same. Whatever we have done in data flow, everything is same as it is, but I will just show you on the recipe aspect how that can be done. In a way it will help you to get a revision of how things are done on data flow and how things are done on recipe, which we have already covered a lot in our earlier videos. But yeah, through this I will just show you, like maybe I will show you one of the example of security predicate, because we have learned all the applications, right? So for example, we have learned about the static filter, record ownership, and role hierarchy. Maybe I will just take the example of record ownership and show you how the whole process which you have done till now on Dataflow, how that can be done on the recipe. It will be a very simple one, of course. And yeah, there's an option which you have already learned about converting to recipe, but I will do it manually and show you. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. So we will move to Analytics Studio, of course, as we have been doing till now. Very quickly, I will move to Data Manager, move to Manage Data Flow. And what I will do is basically this 17, I think, yeah. Okay, this is the session 17. I will take the reference of this and I will I will create a recipe, okay, by taking the reference of this. So what I will do is maybe I will just duplicate this tab and so I think we have done till pre-session 25 only. So I get 25. I don't think so. We have done 26. So what I will do is I will go for pre-session 26, okay. Okay, cool. Now, of course, as I told you, I will take the reference of this data flow. So I have got the user role. Okay, I have got the user role. I have take ID name, pass parent ID. So very quickly, I will go for user role. Okay, and as I mentioned, I will go for ID name, parent role ID. I think these are the three fields only which I have selected. Okay, click on next, and after that, I will also take the user, right? So user I have taken ID name and user role ID. So I will take user. The next thing is basically I am flattening the user role. Okay, so I will just do exactly the same thing. So I will go for transform. Yeah, I will go for flatten, and basically this is the record ID. Here I will select the parent role ID. I won't do those things. That is fine. It's a new column and hierarchy nodes and hierarchy paths. So I will just write as it is, hierarchy nodes and hierarchy paths. So first will be role, and the next one will be role path. Okay. Okay, sorry, hierarchy path. The path is this, and this will be roles. Okay, I will change the API name also. So I will just write it as roles. Okay, and here I will write role path, just like the way we have given. Okay, so of course, you don't have to download and provide the API name and all the way we do in Dataflow, right? That thing is not required, as we have understood earlier as well. So yeah, I think that is the thing, and maybe I will give the proper name, ultimate user. Okay, so this part is done. Now I will click on apply. Good. So that's the thing. Yeah, that is amazing. It's done. And I will give a proper name, of course. I will give ultimate user role. Okay. And finally, of course, what we are doing, we are augmenting, right? So we are taking user, so we will do the same thing. Uh, Join user and user role. I think that's automatically mapped. Yeah, user role ID and ID, and yeah, here it will be user role, right? So again, I will take the reference. Here it is user role. That is fine, and it will be a lookup, right? Because one user will only have one user role, so that's the thing. And finally, what I will do is I will create this particular role hierarchy security predicate recipe. Okay, dataset name maybe I can write. Sorry, display name I can write. Instead of role hierarchy, let me just write security predicate. I think that's enough. Okay, let's not make it complicated because I will just show you one of the use case. Okay, that's it. So the location I can share it in my security predicate. That is fine. And yeah, that is all about this one. Okay, so security predicate recipe makes sense to me. So I will now click on save and run. And of course, this will be session 26, I guess. Yeah, session 26. Now, as the best practice, it's always better to give the security predicate here also. Okay, honestly, that's the thing one should be doing. But I think that's fine. So anyhow, I'm taking this example of owner ID equal to dollar, or maybe I can take this example as well. But yeah, we can do it later. Okay, not an issue. I think I saved and run. Let's take on the monitor screen. Okay, let's monitor this. Okay, and see how much it's progressing. So yeah, this ran successfully, and what I will do is very quickly I will open this particular data set, and what I will do is I will open this in edit mode. Maybe click on explode. That is fine, and very quickly I will check on the values table. So how we gave for the previous one, we will also very quickly check this one. Maybe okay, because we already uh, gave the security predicate over here. So maybe we can just replicate that itself. And I click on edit. And yeah, whatever is given, I will just map this, okay? So I will just map it over here because it's the same thing itself, okay? So let's see. Now got it, and maybe I will refresh the, okay. I will refresh this one just to check the security predicate is intact. That's the best practice you should follow. And of course, now if I explore, what I will do is I will just create one lens very quickly. I don't need all these things much. Maybe I will need the full name. Okay, that is enough. What is the user role dot name? Maybe the user ID. Okay, user ID and the user role ID. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough. That's enough for the testing purpose. So I have the user ID. I have the full name. I have the role, which is important, and the role ID. Okay, maybe here I can write something like role name. I can rename the column and write it as role name over here. That is also fine. Okay, we can also take the help of edit attributes on the recipe, but anyway, I'm doing it directly over here. Okay, so by the way, in the beginning I mentioned about doing this one, but anyways, I'm doing the role hierarchy only. That is fine. We can do any one of them. So let's do this one. Predicate recipe, and what I will do is I will share in my security predicate app. I will click on save. Now, in my case, of course, I can see whatever I need to see. I can see all the list of users. Okay, I can see 20 of them. I will log in with LoRaWARZ and see, okay, how much can be seen. Fine. I am not able to see mine because I think I have to include that, include self ID. That one I didn't include. So basically, here you have that checkbox, right? So I didn't enable this checkbox. Yeah, I didn't enable the checkbox. I'm not able to see my own. But anyways, let's log in with Laura Garza and see. Okay, she won't be able to see the CIO and CEO, but other than that, she will be able to see uh, maybe her own record sales WW, so she will not be able to see the sales WW like Jessica and all, but others she will be able to see. So let's check over here. Let's log in the Laura Garza and check. Yeah, this is the lens I have to refer. So they log in with Laura Garza. I'm going to Analytics Studio. Yeah. Okay, I think that they made a mistake. I guess I didn't save it in that lens. I think so. So, so as you can see here, security predicate this is the lens. She is not able to like she's able to see all the users under sales domain and sales EMEA, but the CIO, CEO, anyhow she's not able to see, as well as whatever users was there in her own role, right? So those users she's not able to see as well, isn't it? So that is something which is there. So that's the thing. Like everything is working perfectly. She shouldn't see any user about of her own as well as the users which are there on her role, right? And everything else is so that's the thing. This is working perfectly fine, and yeah, glad this is working. Just one last thing before we sign off, and the fact is that now, as I mentioned, that same will be applicable for whatever we did earlier, like on the data flow and all also, that whatever security predicate you are giving, right? So for example, this whole thing which I will be copying, ensure once it is done, because whatever final thing you give on the data set, that will eventually work out because that will supersede whatever you have given on the data flow. Okay, that will take the precedent actually, like the ones which you give on data set, that will always take the precedence of whatever security predicate you give on the data flow recipe. But as a best practice, once everything is being checked, right, whatever things you have checked on the security predicate and everything is working fine, what I will tell you is always keep the security predicate over here as well. Okay, so you click on apply. Fine, it's better to give it over here as well. Click on save and run. And the same thing, just do it for the data flow aspect as well. So on the data flow side also, like you can give the same thing over here, the security predicate, click on save, update, and you can actually run the data flow. Fine. So yeah, that is about this one. This is just a best practice that whatever security predicate is given on the data set side, if that is working properly, ensure that you give it on the data layer side as well. Okay, that is the data flow. uh, that's the thing. I think this will definitely run successfully. But yeah, this is just a video just where I wanted to show you how you can apply with the help of recipe also you can actually check the security predicate aspects as well. Okay, so yeah, that is all about this. Thank you, and yeah, let's meet very soon in our next video.